This is a tree that was never chopped down to make a crutch that was never needed by a child who never got polio because medicine was never in short supply, thanks to people whose compassion wasn't either. Over the past 20 years, Rotary Club members have helped immunize over 2 billion children against polio. Thanks to them, the world will soon be polio-free. Rotary, humanity in motion.
In the city of Contagem, there's a neighborhood. The neighborhood has a school.
A student reads a story she's written. Nothing special about that.
Near the school, there is a ravine. The ravine has 3 holes.
Except that until recently, this student and thousands like her would not have been able to read or write. A revolutionary learning system has given them the gift of literacy, and along with it, a bright new future.
In the holes live 3 owls, and here our story begins.
Belo Horizonte, Brazil's 3rd largest city, its metropolitan area is home to more than 5 million people. Immediately adjacent is the city of Contagem. Its population is young and growing.
We are a corridor city. People migrate to Contagem looking for better working conditions. This means that we end up with a high number of illiterate people.
Even without the influx of migrants, Contagem would have many areas of poverty and need. In these neighborhoods, the children are especially at risk.
Most of the time, they live on the streets without adequate nourishment and without adequate hygiene.
In the 1990s, concerned about the widespread illiteracy, educators sought a new way to teach disadvantaged youth.
We really needed a methodology that could help us to accomplish our goals at a low cost. And we also needed a commitment from other people who were interested in our dream to eradicate illiteracy in our city.
Their search coincided with a call to action by Rotary International, a call that the Rotarians of southeastern Brazil embraced.
When in 1997-98, Glenn Kinross, president of Rotary International, established literacy as an area of emphasis for our organization, we initiated contact with Rotarians from many regions of the world.
Rotary came and made all our dreams a reality.
In the beginning, we had a matching grants pilot project. This project involved all 5 Contagem clubs and was presented to a group of teachers from Contagem's public school system.
The pilot project began training teachers in a system called Concentrated Language Encounter, CLE. Rotarians from Australia had introduced the system into Thailand, where it was a great success.
We sent Glaucia to Thailand, and there she studied the methodology with Professor Sawalak, brought it back to Brazil, and then shared what she had learned with the other teachers in Contagem.
In CLE, groups of students move from simple to complex language forms.
The students can experience all the activities hands-on, writing, reading, and producing quality texts.
Instead of using textbooks supplied from outside, they create classroom materials using their own words.
We learned a lot by studying the owls. Then, we put a lot of our ideas into this book.
The traditional method is based on memorization, repetition, and a lot of note-taking. With CLE, the child is actually part of the process. The students build their own knowledge. They become part of the same book that will teach them how to read.
The main project of each CLE class is the creation of what's known as the Big Book, often adapted from a real story. Their dedication has paid great dividends.
When we moved here, I didn't know how to read or write.
In the hills above Sonia Braga lives one of Chayana's classmates, 10-year-old Angelo dos Santos.
Then, I started to get better and better. One day, I was able to write my name, and I was able to read my name.
He wrote me a little card. He drew a little heart and wrote, "Mom, I love you a lot. Because of you and my school, today I know how to write with my own hands by myself, and I still have it." Angelo, Chayana, and the Sonia Braga School are at the center of a movement that continues to spread across Brazil.
The objectives of the 3H project were to teach literacy skills to at least 55,000 students. To reach this objective, the goal we had in mind was to train 1,750 professionals.
The Rotary clubs met that goal and surpassed it.
We have already taught literacy skills to about 70,000 children. And we also had the opportunity to utilize our training center for teachers from all over the country.
We hope it continues this way, and that many other schools will start using the methodology in Brazil and in Latin America.
Another benefit of concentrated language encounter is that students become more integrated into their communities and into Brazilian society.
At the same time the student learns reading, he understands and interacts with other students and with the world. The methodology brings back values lost by our society.
The children from low-income families could be building a bridge from the life they have today to a better one. They can take a step forward. And they can do that through dialoguing, communication, claiming their rights, critiquing, and expressing their opinions.
Our children cannot grow, cannot live, and cannot learn by themselves. They must have a helping hand. And where did I find this hand? I found it at the Sonia Braga School.
The Rotarian joins Rotary because he wants to serve others. This work is something I decided to do voluntarily. The salary I receive spiritually is so huge that you cannot put a value on it.
I would like to tell them that I like them very much, and I send them a kiss and a hug. God bless them and bring them good health.
For Angelo, the ability to read and write has opened new horizons.
I've already written 2 poems.
One of his poems touches on his battle to overcome illiteracy.
I walked through the fire and did not get burned. I walked down the ice and did not freeze. I walked by you and fell in love.
It's a battle that Rotarians have helped him win.
In 1985, while polio was paralyzing 1,000 children a day, Rotary International committed to a goal of ending polio worldwide. Very soon now, after contributing nearly $600 million and immunizing over 2 billion children, the goal will be achieved. Eradicating polio worldwide. That is humanity in motion. That is Rotary.